Before we start episode 3, I wanted to say thank you. Because of your overwhelming response to this new series and all of Ellie's hard work helping me edit, she is now working for me full-time again. Working with family is precious and priceless. So thank you, and stay tuned to the end because we have an exciting announcement. In the previous episodes of this Bohemian Makeover Tiny Cottage series, we created kitchen islands from old pieces of furniture and a new shelf from my sister's living room.
Morning, Sadie. Okay, we're painting the armoire today, so I'm trying to get my coffee in. We gave the coffee table to Grandpa. I'm gonna go get my new glass coffee table today.
Since closing my big store, I have been busier than ever, working on a new antique mall space and a special new series for you that I will be able to talk about very soon. That is so annoying with the new Broncos. Happens every other time I start my car. So this series has been really fun for me because all I need to do is implement the design plan while my dad and my sister do the DIYs. Back at my sister's house to get her started on the armoire. She just ran out, peeked at me, and ran back in her house. It's Dad's cottage. That's Sister's cottage. I totally doll up this patio. Knock.
Come on in.
Good morning. Oh, there's Sadie.
I'm making eggs.
Oh, yummy, yum. Bunch of clutter. I want to create an entertainment wall. Incorporate these two pieces with some shelving. All of that is decor waiting to be hung, but we're waiting to get Danielle a sofa. The biggest problem with small spaces is the clutter aspect. I'm trying to convince her to pare down and be really mindful of everything that she brings into this house. Sadie doesn't have a bed. Danielle wanted to buy her one, but it was too big. So I'm gonna come up with a solution for Sadie to have a comfortable bed that won't be cluttery.
Come here, Sadie. I'm your person.
Danielle, do you remember when we used to go live together?
Yep. These are my painting overalls.
I'm used to locking everything. Hey, Dad, you ready to paint?
Here we are again.
I think somebody's coming to pick up the couch.
Oh, good. We got that at a yard sale for $20 as a temporary solution.
In the shade?
Yes, you want to paint in the shade. Do you know why?
No.
DIY paint dries super fast, and unless you want a lot of texture, it could dry before you can smooth out your brush strokes.
Okay.
Noticing this damage right here. We can fix that with an IOD mold. I have one that's called Lock and Key. This was $175 on Facebook Marketplace. Hey, I picked this armoire because it's not heavy. It is very shallow. Danielle's space is tight in her bedroom, but she really needs more closet space. Are you excited? No? Stay there. Stay there, Levi. Good boy. See if Levi has ruined Grandpa's sofa already. Levi, what have you done to it? Here it is. My dad's trying to protect it with a blanket. Levi, you're not allowed on the sofa. Do you know that? I have a piece of furniture at Consignment Classics. I was wondering if you could go pick it up for me today and bring it to the shop. Do you have time for?
Have I ever failed you yet?
No. Said her spray bottle is under the kitchen sink. She needs an actual paint spray bottle, but this will do for today. Sorry, Dion, I forgot to bring my water girl.
Mint chip. This is going to be the base coat. And I'm using the new silky brushes.
Yeah. Okay, Danielle, pop quiz. We're gonna take that little jar and we're gonna put a base coat over the entire thing. Why do we do that?
Because the base coat is your foundation.
Okay.
Is that the right answer?
No, that's not the right answer. I mean, yes it is and no it's not. The reason we put a base coat, Danielle, is because DIY paint is just 9 ingredients. There's no harsh chemicals or barriers. That means 2 weeks later you could come back and reactivate the paint with water. And we are gonna blend. Best practice is to get a base coat on and let it sit for 24 hours. It's like priming a canvas. You know when you prime a canvas before you paint? Yep. This creates a surface to make it easy for blending. Question number 2, why is the water bottle important?
This I know, because your paint is so thick and pigmented. This tiny little sample jar, which is 8 ounces, is probably going to cover the whole thing, don't you think?
Yes, it will. But why, you didn't say why the water?
Oh, the water spreads it out.
Okay, that is again partly correct, but also the other thing is that DIY paint dries really fast. It's made primarily of clay, so it can dry before you spread out the brush strokes. And if you don't want texture, you're gonna see your stop and start marks like a panty line. So you can spray the paint with water to keep it wet and activated so that you can smooth out the brush strokes. It does help it go a lot further. I personally love texture, but that is why the spray bottle will just move that paint across the surface and help you to get a nice smooth finish. The great thing is you can also create texture super easy.
And I just have to say this. I promised the woman that I bought it from that it would get love. And this is an act of love, I promise you.
Welcome to the world of YouTube. No matter what you do, there will always be people with a different opinion. I have to say that we want to encourage those different opinions. Lots of people don't like painted furniture, and that's okay. You're allowed to not like it.
This is a beautiful piece, and I love it. I want to have the detail, but I just think painting it to fit my boho decor will actually accentuate the detail.
Okay, Danielle, well, I have to get to my shop now, so I'm gonna let you put this base coat on.
You're leaving me?
Yes, you're gonna be fine. I want you to keep track of how much paint you used and see if that little jar covers this whole thing. I'm gonna come back and check on you, but I want you to get your own camera out and let people know how it's going while I'm gone.
Do I need to be concerned with brush strokes at this point? Or is that where the water helps me?
So this is where the water helps you. It is good to go in one direction eventually. The first coat is gonna look kind of funky like this because it has a finish on it, but you don't need to sand or prime with our paint. So get that first coat on, let it dry. The sample jar is gonna be enough for 2 coats, believe it or not. It's really tempting to wanna fix that, right?
Yeah,
Don't do it.
This is bothering me.
You'll just keep moving the paint around, so just
Don't
resist.
touch it.
Yeah.
Let it dry. This is so beautiful, but here we go.
You're not gonna make it ugly, I promise.
Okay, I got the paint. Ooh, look at that goodness. Oh my gosh.
The thing I love about dark wood is you can distress back some of that dark wood and it gives it a really beautiful vintage painted look. I gotta get back to the store today.
I can't believe you're leaving me and trusting me with this.
This is what I love about this series, is that I can do other stuff while you guys do the work. It's fantastic.
Well, and I'm actually having a little bit of fun.
Oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? She admitted it.
I'm trusting you.
It's gonna be fine.
You're the expert.
It's gonna be good. Resist the temptation to fix all of this.
Now what about the glass? Can I go ahead and get paint on the glass?
You can. You can just take a baby wipe and wipe it off. It's not like other paint where it just sticks and it's permanent. It's movable. A lot of people are concerned because they say, well, if it's so easily reactivated, then how do I know it's on there? The thing is, it dries fast, it cures slow, but once it's cured, it's like an adobe house.
I'm OCD, so if I get it on the glass, that would freak me out with other paints.
Our paint is very different.
I know.
And I am on my way back to the store now. I've got lots of things to do there today. It's Saturday. We're only open on Saturday and Sunday. That's why I opened the antique mall space.
Okay, so I finished one coat. It looks a little bit rough right now, a little paintbrushy and lines, but Debi said it would be okay. I'm gonna let this dry. I did it. First coat, all done. Dad's working on the top piece. There's a top piece that goes up there that broke. I need to fix that. There's the hero. There is how much I used so far. So that's not even half for the first coat. So we're doing pretty good so far. There's the top piece. Dad is fixing the top corners so that we can put it back on top of the armoire. So I had to take a break from painting and go pick up my new glass table that I found on Facebook Marketplace. There's the table that I just got. It has a lot of potential. It's perfect size. It's a little smaller than my other one. It definitely needs some fresh paint and a good cleanup. And then Debi and I talked about maybe putting some shiplap wood or some wood that's similar to that underneath there. The glass keeps it open and airy. What do you think, Sadie? Huh? What do you think? Okay, I'm heading to Classic Consignments for my dad. He wants me to look for some bar stools for his new bar. Okay, I really like these. Kind of industrial. Dad wants swivel. I gotta show you this. Look at this. Look at how much is still left. And I got the first coat on and even did a little bit of a second coat last night when I thought everything was dry. But today I'm gonna do a full second coat. I gotta do the first coat on this. Grandpa finally fixed the top, and then I will do the second coat on this. So much paint still left over.
I was using the color Mint Chip in our 8-ounce jar.
What do you think, Ellie?
I love it, Mom. It looks so good.
Pretty good, huh?
Really, really cute. I love the mint chip color.
And Debi had this great idea to paint the inside of this like bright yellow because it's kind of dark and I want to see my coats.
Coming up, I'm going to teach Danielle how to blend on this armoire and use our pigments, and we're going to do something a little like this.
Debi said that this was a no-go. Even though it's super cute and I love it and it's practical because it holds all my groceries when I come in, it blocks half my doorway. I said, well, I have to have something here. She came up with this brilliant idea to put the window, and then we're gonna do a little tiny shelf just so I can set things down when I unlock the door.
And instead of closing in the space, the mirror opens up the space, because when you walk to your front door, that's your first impression. And you don't want your first impression to be claustrophobia, clutter.
No, we do not want to be claustrophobic.
This before I even had a chance to film her. She's got 2 doors, her carport door and her front door. So isn't that cute? We have a lot of work to do out there in the patio. That's gonna be like 5 episodes in itself.
Okay, the second coat is on, and I got it on the drawer and the top piece. There's still a little bit of depth in there that I didn't get in the cracks with the second coat, but I'm all out of paint now. I used it all. An 8-ounce jar, 2 coats.
Here's Danielle's new table. $50, Danielle?
Yeah.
It's not bad. They need to touch up the gold. And then this is like looks like a particle board, maybe. And the reason why I had her look for a glass coffee table is because in a small space, a glass coffee table can feel less bulky and more open. So when her sofa goes in right here, I just want it to feel open and airy. So this is my favorite part, is watching Debi add her touches. Right, Sadie? This is the best part.
See what she did to my shelf? She made it so much better, and she told me that driftwood is going down. So this wood just looked a little too perfect. So I am going to sand it, make it look a little more hand painted. That looks a little better.
Okay.
What you doing, Dad? What happened, Dad?
Oh, my puppy dog.
Levi, were you a bad boy?
A lot of you ask me in the comments about my hair and who cuts it. That would be my sister Danielle. I asked her to give you a peek of the hair salon that she can walk to from her tiny little beach cottage. I am super lucky because my hair is really thick, which is great, but it's also difficult if you don't have a good haircut. You can look kind of droopy, and my sister is the master creator.
Another long day at work, and I'm headed home. Not a very far commute. Another rainy day in California. I am snug as a bug in my little chair, drinking my coffee.
So, I usually get up about 5:30, between 5:30 and 6. And you guys are loving the makeover series so much. I wanted to do a makeover of my patio. It has been abused, but we have gotten nothing but rain. Can you hear it? It's a rainy Southern California day. So this is not gonna happen this week. Maybe next week though. I've got plans. I got a new rug. I want to repaint that. There's my new umbrella that has never seen the sunshine yet. I have been filming a makeover video for my own space. It is going to be partly on YouTube and partly on a new television network. So stay tuned and subscribe to find out more about the next episode. Moochie moochie! Find DIY paint in your area or to sell it in your store, click the link below. I wanted you to meet Gucci. She is part of the design team here at Debi's Design Diary. She's brand new, she's a little green, but she has some ideas. If you have work to do, don't get a puppy. It's really hard. You have to stop and squeeze them every 5 minutes.